This is Mouth Media Network. Amplify and connect.
Hey everybody, welcome to Funny People Talking. I'm Marc Rako, I'm one of your hosts. And since this is an off week, it's Columbus Day, we figured we'd take a quick break from regular programming. Lately, we've had Ben Rose on the show as a guest co-host, and we've talked a couple times about Mickey and Billy, the drive time DJ alter egos from the UK that were introduced when comedian Melissa Villasenor, who's now a regular on Saturday Night Live, was on the show. And we had a technical issue on the show, which resulted in us inviting Melissa back. She was kind enough to come back for a second interview because the first one didn't work out. And when she joined, we decided that Ben and I would adopt Mickey and Billy as alter egos to conduct the show, just to give it a little variety. What ensued was hilarity and insanity. And because we've talked about it on Funny People Talking a few times, it might be nice to share that actual episode, that interview with now SNL regular Melissa Villasenor, as well as Mickey and Billy from an episode of Monkey Radio with Marc, which is the precursor to Funny People Talking. So here is that entire episode unedited for hopefully your enjoyment. I promise you there's a lot of goofiness, and the interview with Melissa is lots of fun too. So here you go. Here's an episode of Monkey Radio with Marc with special guest Melissa Villasenor, hosted by Mickey and Billy. Enjoy. And we'll be back next week with a brand new regular episode with a regular guest. See you then.
Like really good cake, it's Monkey Radio.
This is singer-songwriter Luciar. I'd rather be picking up horse manure than listen to Monkey Radio.
Mr. Breeze, Les Nessman, I understand you find my news reports unusual, humorous. Thank you very much. It's a rock station, so I enjoy kidding around. Unless it's hard news, then of course I go for it. Excuse me.
Nestles, Nestle's makes the very best. Joy.
Monkey Radio.
Why'd you drop dead?
Yes, I meant to speak about that. All those crates that you and Piggy piled up there, I want them put away.
That's our machine gun nest.
I don't care what it is. Get rid of it. And following that...
Say, that's a swell necktie you're wearing, Unc. That's new, isn't it? Where'd you get it?
Don't try to change the subject, Leroy.
Huh?
After you have cleaned up the back porch, I want you to go up to your room and study your lessons.
Oh, gosh, just cleaning out the garage will take me all morning. When do I get to play?
You don't get to play, Leroy. This is not a vacation. It's a punishment. You hear that, Bertie? I want you to keep an eye on him and see that he sticks to business.
Yes, sir.
You'd better expect me home for lunch, too. I intend to check up on him myself. Don't hear me.
I'm not.
And don't sit there feeling sorry for yourself.
I'm not sitting here.
Out to the garage, Leroy. Out to the garage. I'm not going to have any boys getting suspended around here.
My friend, she just broke up with her boyfriend recently. Or he broke up with her or something. And she was crying to me about it, right? And I didn't want to laugh because she sounded like Drew Barrymore. When she was telling me that, she was like, Melissa, my boyfriend just broke up with me. And I don't know what to do. She sounds like she's always crying in movies, Drew Barrymore, doesn't she? Just, even for happy things, just, this movie is going to be so funny.
What are you going to give me, a good kiss on the butt? I love kisses on the butt. I love them.
Yeah, my friend, though, she has kind of a low self-esteem. Sometimes I have a low self-esteem, too. And I noticed what really helps me feel better about myself is watching Dora the Explorer. She is the best at that. Just turn on Dora, you know, she's like,
can you find a shovel?
Over there to the left, you, Dora, right there. Right there. Thanks a lot. I'm Melissa Villasenor. Have a fun night.
What kind of radio swings through the trees, has fleas and dirt on its knees? Monkey radio, yeah, monkey radio. What kind of radio in charge of the world would give a banana to every boy and girl? Monkey radio, ooh, monkey radio. With Funky Elsie and Monkey Mark, I'd rather walk through Central Park in the dark than listen to one transmission of monkey radio. That's just simply not true.
Time to get personal. They sure work hard, don't they, Barney? Yeah? I hate to see them work so hard. Yeah, me too. Let's go around back where we can't see them.
Hello? I'm about to do you a big favor.
If only they were silent but deadly. It's Monkey Radio.
Alright. First of all, I've got to shut that music off. What the hell kind of music is this? It's ridiculous. What kind of a show is this?
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, alright. This is Monkey Radio, everyone. Whatever.
Radio.
Hell kind of name is it? Monkey Radio. Anyway, this is Mickey and...
My name's Billy.
It's Mickey and Billy from Mickey and Billy Show.
Hello.
All right,
everybody laughs.
Here we are in some sort of godforsaken studio in New York City. Hello, everyone. Normally we're in our own state-of-the-art studio in Kensington in the UK, doing the Mickey and Billy Show. Now we're here in some basement dank crap studio.
Oh, it smells awful down here.
Yeah, microphone smells a bit like beer and old bacon.
Smells like my old girlfriend.
All right, and Billy.
You know what I mean?
She did smell a bit like beer and old bacon.
Very much like sewage, almost.
Yeah, as I remember, that was your favourite part of her.
I'm an old guy. What could I tell you?
Anyway, we're here in this Monkey Radio, and I got this card to read here. Marc and Ben, which I suppose are the original hosts of the Monkey Radio Show, have been suspended due to...
Boo. Boo to them, right?
Yeah, this brought us here, so I'd say boo as well. I'd like to give them a piece of my bloody mind. Anyway, we'll get to that in a moment there, Billy. We're here because Marc and Ben have been suspended by our own conglomerate that is going to tell us we got to fly over the pond here to New York City to fill in for these brats because they messed up some technological glitch on an interview or something. So anyway, here we are filling in because that's what the big boss said.
I've never been to New York before.
Well, it's basically a gigantic bit of concrete jungle boxes with a whole bunch of people running around throwing their garbage on the floor.
Crazy energy. It is dirty here, right?
It is dirty, yeah.
People throwing things all over the place. Why are they doing these things?
I don't know, but I'd be obliged if you'd tell me that you didn't like that, because I've got a better suspicion that you kind of get into that.
Oh, no, not a bit. Well,
Really?
maybe a little bit, but
Well-
not too much, right?
Well, I'm thinking of the whole sewage-smelling thing like a former girlfriend.
Oh, it's different here. It's like a bad shepherd's pie with some mincemeat, right?
Oh, right,
With some
right.
stinky American colognes of sorts. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
I'd say that's
I'm a
probably,
customised.
that makes you a bit Tom and Dick there, right?
I suppose so.
Anyway, got, geez, it's awful taters and mould in this here basement.
Smells like mean beans.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Anyway, we're faced with a bit of sixes and sevens here, trying to make the most of it. And you know what I think here? I think first thing we ought to do is tell our listeners here one-time listeners, because this is the only one time I'm doing this show, let me tell you that.
This is kind of fun, though, isn't it not? It's like we're in a fortress of scary mould.
It is a bit scary, and there is a bit of mould. In fact, I think there's a bit of mould on their windscreen on your microphone. Oh, no, I'm sorry, it's a bit of food, I believe.
Well,
yeah, you might want not. No, don't eat that, Billy.
I was
it's
having
not
some New York pizza.
I don't know if that was pizza. I think that might have been pizza from about 1947. Anyway, what we got here is we are here for this show, and what we're going to do today, Billy, because I got it on this card, we're supposed to follow the basic format of this idiotic show, so here we go. Normally, ladies and gentlemen, Billy and I, we've got a bit of a rock and roll morning drive program, and
Can I give him an example?
yeah, give him a bit of the business here, Billy.
All right. So let's say it's the morning time and you're driving in your car.
Okay,
and you want to, where's the radio music, right?
Well, that's right.
Where'd it go? Can I hear the good tunes of the old day? Of course. So you turn to Mickey and Billy. What does it smell like? Sweat and blood and music. And that's rock and roll, right? I think it's great. I'll do. So that's what you get with us.
That's right, that's what you get with us. I have no idea what my partner said, but it's probably correct.
I don't suppose I know either.
Yeah, you never cease to surprise me, boy.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Your mother?
My mother's dead, boy, but, okay, my mother who?
Come home and have some pie. That's your mother telling you to come home and have pie, but she's dead, so you can't go get it. I love making fun of your dead mom.
I know. You've got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, the reason I've kept him on all these years is a bit of a favour to an old friend who I owed a bit of money to. So anyway, here we go. We're going to do a game, I've been told. We're going to do a game called Audible. We'll get to that in a moment. That should be a bit of ridiculous, non-fun. And we're also going to have an interview. Here's just to the bottom of it here, Billy. Apparently, the reason why is because the other hosts, Marc and Ben, messed the whole thing up with some sort of technological glitch with this American comedian. She's a bit of a mimic, as I understand. Melissa says here it's a Villasenor.
That was a terrifying movie.
No, it's not a movie. It's a comic. It's a person.
Mimic,
Mimic. Yeah, with Anthony Hopkins. Anthony Hopkins. This is very good. Anyway, we're going to talk to this young lady because apparently Marc and Ben weren't able to handle it, so we're going to give it another go.
Very good.
All right, she's been bright enough and right as rain to come on to the program, so we're going to interview her in a moment. But first, I've got a bit of business I want to do here. I want to get a ring to our agent Marjorie. I've got a little bit of a bone to pick with her about our arrangements here.
Goodness, Mickey, you're not very happy right now.
No, I'm not happy. In fact, I'm steaming bloody mad that we've had to come over here in this stupid, ridiculous, bloody hell, bollocks-filled basement of mould.
Oh, Mickey, just relax. It's going to be all right.
Sorry, I can't handle this ridiculous American coffee.
I understand.
It's put me in a bit of the straits, I must say.
I know. I can see it all over.
Well, I've been blimey by the whole thing. And what I need is a bit of touch of courage.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, let's give Marjorie a ring here.
Hola, Marjorie Kaboom, talent in the room. May I help you?
Marjorie, it's a bit. Yeah, this is Mickey and Billy calling.
Mickey and Billy?
It's Mickey and Billy from the Mickey and Billy show.
Hello.
Show. Mickey and Billy.
Marjorie.
Okay, I know. I get so many of my people mixed up, but so are we Facebook friends or do we work together?
We want to talk to you a bit about the arrangements that you took care of for us.
But Madrina, New York City, that's what you wanted to be. Come on. Listen, Me, single-handedly, me, Marjorie, kaboom, I got the Justin Bieber down from Canada. Remember, that was me. So why? Why are you not so happy?
First of all, we get into a hotel room, which, by the way, is above a laundromat that doubles as a strip club, so we're not so happy about that.
I rather like that.
I thought you would, Billy. Billy does enjoy that sort of thing, but it's loud at night, and we got to get up and do this crappy show.
I like that your name makes me think of rolls with butter, margarine. I like that. Do you like that?
Tell me, which one? The one I like better. Are you the Mickey or are you the Billy?
This is Billy. Don't you know my name?
Come on there, Marjorie. You've represented us for a better part of 8 or 10 years. You can't tell us apart by now.
Best part about rolls is like when there's lots of margarine on them and then you put jelly with it. I like that. It makes me happy.
Her name is not Margarine, Billy. Her name is Marjorie.
I don't know.
No, Mickey, don't be offended. You know, I'm a very popular agent. I represent a lot of very important people. When I bring you to the United States, did you think just overnight you're going to become the Ryan Seacrest?
You said he was going to be. I asked for a fruit basket in our hotel room, and what we got was a fruit roll-up. I asked to have an expense account. What I got was a coupon.
With all these food references, we got the rolls, we got the fruit roll-ups. Are you guys calling me? It's just a prank call. Is this really the Mickey and the Billy? It doesn't feel like a business call anymore.
Oh my God, we've let it think it's about sex. No, it's not about that at all.
I don't understand why every time we're on the phone with you, Marjorie, we're trying to do business and then you go off into a bit of the bedroom humour. This is not a boudoir situation. This is a business situation, and I must admit, I'm getting a bit frustrated.
He's getting mad now again. You better say something.
All right, Mickey, listen. What do you want to be? You tell me who in America you want to be like, and I'm going to make dreams come true, make you a star.
I want to be like Jennifer Lopez.
I want some rolls.
J-Lo's my girl, okay? Jenny and me, we from the same block. But listen, you don't like the block you're on, but you just gotta make it the people. Are you entertaining the people? I gotta put it back on you, Mickey. And Billy, are you entertaining the people?
What block are we talking about? What?
She's saying it's Jenny. I'll explain it to you later, Billy.
I don't know about a block.
Don't hold up the show just because you don't know what Marjorie's talking about.
What's a block about?
We're not getting into it now, Billy. This is long distance, and it's eating away at our per diem.
Do we have rolls here?
Okay, listen, I asked you who you wanted to be like in America, and I thought you said Jennifer Lopez.
I thought you said, who do I want to be with in America? Oh, no, I want to be like me. I want to be like Mickey, except richer and more famous.
That's the answer. Always be yourself. Always.
So what do you want me to do? Where would you want to go? You want me to get you like a top of the Empire State Building? I mean, you can't start at the top all the time. What is so bad about where you are? It's like I put you on Broadway with the dancing girls. Why is that so bad?
I concede that point there. It's a bit of nuts and tree houses, but I'll say what I like to do is I like to go back to Kensington and get out of this LO with all the mold and the bacon sewage smelling windscreen and microphones. Can't you get us out of this place, Marjorie?
All right, listen. You gotta hang in there a little bit longer, okay? Because I got a couple of important things to do. In the interim, you get some coupons for the Clorox wipes. You clean up the studio, and you try to have a good time. Maybe you buy the rolls with the butter. But listen, Marjorie, she loves you, but there's not much I can do from where I sit. Do you want me to try to come to New York too, rather than bring you back?
No, I don't think I want that. I'm a little worried about you coming to New York. I have a feeling we won't see you anymore after you hook up with the naked cowboy.
Because I'm going to be honest with you. I right downstairs. I work at the strip club.
Hey, Margarine, I got a joke for you. Knock, 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 right? Knock, knock.
All right. A woman.
All right.
Right, a woman at the door, right? Okay. I've got to say who's there again. Can you say who's there again? I don't know you say it. Joseph got to follow a protocol. Can you say who's there? I mean, you say knock, knock, and you got to say who's there right now.
Okay, who is there?
Mickey's dead mother. She's so dead. She's been dead for so long.
All right, Billy. All right, you've had your fun now. Leave her alone. She can't. Marjorie does not have the sensibilities that you do, and I'm not saying that lightly. And I apologise to you, Marjorie. Billy has been on this knock joke kick today, and I'm sorry that you fell victim.
Mickey and Billy, I'm going to do what I can do, okay? I'm going to come in person to see you, and I'm going to make everything better, okay?
All right.
I'm going to be there for you, but you got to hang out and not have such high dreams, okay?
All right, but I want a real fruit basket in my hotel room, Marjorie. That's one of my basic demands. I want a real fruit basket with a pineapple, I want a pomegranate, and I want a dragon fruit. All right, that's what I'm not bending on that point.
Hey, Billy, you call me, okay?
I like a box of fruit roll-ups. So that's what I like.
All right, Billy, say bye-bye to Marjorie.
Like 6 to 8 of them, maybe.
All right, ta-ta now, girl.
Eat them all at once, probably.
Bye-bye.
Not on purpose.
Adios, I love you.
Hi, it's Marjorie. She was absolutely no up whatsoever.
Bread and butter.
All right,
Make a lovely snack if you just want something to eat real quick. Have some bread and butter. It's a treat. Growing up, you hear that song on the radio.
All right. It's Billy, everyone. I'm so sorry for him. All right, Billy, we're going to... How about this? Let's just change the tune a bit, and we're going to play a game. What do you think about that?
I love games.
All right.
Come on, isn't that obvious?
Now, we've been given a game here in this Marc and Ben, whoever they are. They said it's called Audible, and what an audible is in the American game of football, which is a joke, by the way. It's not real football, like soccer.
Right, that's right.
Soccer, football, as we call it over in the UK, everybody here in America. Anyway, believe me, it's a bit of pony and trap for calling it football, so I have to say.
Pony and trap?
Pony and trap.
I don't
it's
know what
rubbish.
That means. I don't know.
It's a load of old pony. You've never heard that,
I never heard that at all. No, he said I knew one to me. It's like you want to choose.
Don't worry, everybody. He's a bit of a radio rental.
I'll show you my impression of American since we've been here.
Sure.
Hello, I'm an American here to talk to you about hot dogs.
I tried it, but
Okay,
it didn't work as well.
it's fine, but I must admit, I'm sorry, everybody, he's a bit of a Richard III. You're really a little out of line there, Billy. Here you are on the stage, you're being treated nicely by all these Americans.
I didn't mean to offend anybody. I'm just saying, so I'm sorry.
All right,
No
sorry.
offense intended.
It's all right. Just don't do that again.
All right.
Right, so let's play a game.
I like games.
Oh, all right.
I do like games.
So what it is an audible in the American football is when they're in the middle of a play and suddenly the lead guy, they call it a quarterback. I don't know why, but it is. And the quarterback yells another play in the middle, and that's called an audible because it's audible, like an errand, right? All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to make up a story. All right. And in the middle of the story, the other person's going to call an audible. They're going to throw out another idea, and the person who's telling the story has got to change their direction with the story based on what the other person said.
Oh, I like this. We used to call this wheelbarrows and homeless people.
Oh, exactly. It's a well-known game based on that name. And what we'll do is we'll throw an audible, and you can throw in as many audibles as you want, and then the story keeps changing, all right?
Lovely.
All right, let's start. Would you like to go first telling the story, or would you like to go first throwing the audibles? You'd like to tell the story first? All right, here we go.
All right. Okay.
What's going to be the name of your story?
This is called Forgetting Your Pie When You Want to Eat.
All right, everybody, this is a game of audible, and it's called Forgetting Your Pie Whenever You Want to Eat.
when you want to eat.
When you want to eat. Forgetting your pie when you want to eat.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead with your story and I'll throw in the audible.
All right. I was hungry when I woke up today, so I went to the kitchen. I said, I like some pie. And my mother says, what you want pie for? It's 8 o'clock in the morning.
Audible, a plane has just crashed into the front yard.
Oh, it's terrible. I said to Mother, a plane just crashed itself into our front yard. What you mean a plane crash? And she went on and on. So I went outside to look at everybody. They were dead.
Except your grandmother.
Right.
This is another audible. It's your grandmother who is actually quadriplegic.
She wanted to help, but she couldn't because she was too busy bumping into stuff with a wheelchair. Right? She wanted to come out,
funny,
but she
Billy. That's not funny. Quadriplegic's not a joking
I'm not making a joke. It's fact. She was bumping into stuff.
Can't you tell? I threw in a plane crash and then a quadriplegic. This is meant to be a drama, not a comedian, a comedy.
Well, life is funny and sad at the same time, you know.
All right, I gave you that. I grant you that. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So I looked outside. I said, oh my God, look at this plane. I want a plane, right? I want to take it and I want to make it mine. And so I put it out with a hose.
All right.
And I'll try and give it a go, but it was not to fly anymore. I forgot about that dream about a week ago.
And that's it, right?
Yeah, I have it.
That's the story, right?
Nothing else come up really yet. Nothing. I like to dream, but it doesn't happen often. So I got to seize it by the reins.
All right, then. I'm sorry, everybody. His brain's a bit of brown bread.
Isn't always good.
All
like
right.
now.
All right, listen to me, China Plate. We got to move on with the game.
All right.
All right. So you told your story. There was a plane crash and a quadriplegic grandmother,
bumping into
and the
stuff.
pies bumping into stuff. I'm saying, Billy, it's not funny.
It's not. I know. And
All
I'm
right.
laughing.
Now, why don't you? I'll tell the next story, and you throw in the audibles. And when you're ready to do the audible, just yell audible, and then you say the change in the story. All right.
Okay.
All right. So once upon a time,
audible. That was an American interrupting.
Well, yeah, it was too soon,
I'm
and it was a little rude, I might say, talking
I'm
to
sorry.
the Americans.
I'm sorry.
You must understand, Billy, the Americans are our audience.
All right. Here we go. No more
Here we go.
interruptions.
They're going to think you're a bit of a ginger beer.
I don't really appreciate that much.
Well, I know you wouldn't. That's why I said
That makes me angry, all
I'm
right?
sorry, ladies and
I don't know
gentlemen.
about
He's
that,
kind of gone marbles and conkers. So,
No.
All right, anyway, once upon a time, don't say it yet, once upon a time, there was a young man and a young woman who met at church. And every Sunday they would be on a picnic. And they would often go down to the bowling alley and they would like to play a bit of the bowling. And every once in a while they would like to switch shoes.
Audible.
But unfortunately, with his clubbed foot, he could not try on her shoes, and so she made fun of him and
Audible.
made him feel a bit like a cat, because he actually didn't just have one club foot, he had 4, and he would land on all of them at the same time, like a cat does, landing on them at the same time, and that's why he felt a cat.
I do like cats.
Oh, no, you do, Billy.
I do a lot.
It's a lot of fun to have a
Oh
cat.
my gosh, I've been playing this game wrong. I didn't tell you what I just yelled out audible. Don't I have to give you an idea of something?
Yeah, you do.
God, I messed it up again.
Oh, you weren't giving me ideas, you just randomly
I
saying
knew I was
things.
forgetting something about it.
Oh, it's turned out this is not a very good game for us to
No,
play.
I can do it. Let's try it.
All right, try
I'm
it.
upset about this now.
All right, you want to tell the story?
No,
again?
I'm going to fix
You
what
wanna-
I did wrong
All right,
and
here
make
we
it
go.
right.
Once upon a time, we got to, there was a cat, and the cat learned how to drive a car, because his master was a master car driving instructor.
Audible?
The only problem is his master was blind and the cat was deaf. And therefore, they made quite a team trying to teach the cat how to drive the car.
To become superheroes. Audible. No?
So, therefore, they were a special type of respected superhero couple. A duo, actually.
Right.
And unfortunately, no one could tell who the actual sidekick was, and it caused quite a conflict between them. And therefore, they split up after a mere 3 months together. And ultimately, the cat never learned how to drive.
Oh, bloody hell.
Fortunately, being a superhero, he knew how to fly.
Audible? Airplanes?
Well, no, not actually airplanes. He just simply knew how to fly ultralight gliders because they don't have motors and they also fly themselves. Cats don't know actually how to fly an aeroplane, and I don't see really how he could have flown a full aeroplane when he didn't even know how to drive because he was only taking driving lessons for 3 months.
Oh my God, Mickey, you're getting upset again.
I'm sorry, I am getting upset. I don't like this game. We're not playing it anymore.
I'm sorry. It's my fault. I messed it up bad.
All right, now look at that, Billy. Look at what's happened. Now you look at the clock on the screen, and it's so much time's going by.
Oh.
We've got to get to the interview.
Oh my goodness gracious! All right.
It's time for the interview. All right, everybody. Sorry about that horrific game.
Hope you didn't poop your trousers listening to that one, right?
That's right. Well, it was a bit of a fiddle, and we do apologise for that. But anyway, I don't appreciate the Mickey Bliss.
I'm sorry, Mickey.
Okay.
He's getting mad at me again.
I'm not getting mad at you, Billy. I just want to move on with the interview.
Let's move on with it. I'm not arguing.
Ladies and gentlemen, our interview today is a repeat interview. Let me explain. The reason that Billy and I are here today is we're here because Marc and Ben were suspended by our earlier conglomerate, WP Network, which stands for Westchester Pies.
Great pies.
They do have great pies, and they also own a number of radio programs, such as the Mickey and Billy Show and Monkey Radio.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Marc and Ben made quite an error, a bit of technological glitch, which resulted in the cancellation, the erasure, the say goodbye to the original recording of this interview, and therefore this nice young lass has agreed to come on the program again. Fortunate for us. Anyway, her name is Melissa Villasenor, and apparently the American, I have no idea who she is myself, but the American audiences will recognise her from some sort of program known as America's Got Talent. She's been on something called Frank TV, and she's a pretty up-and-coming stand-up comedian who's also a bit of a celebrity mimic.
Oh, my.
And she's going to come on the programme now, and we're going to get a chance to talk to her.
All
right. We've got to talk to our producer here that we've inherited from this other guy. So what's her name?
Smells like a whale.
What's her name? Elise, Elsie, does it? Elsie, we got this Melissa on the phone now. All right, very good. Thank you very much. Here we go. Melissa, are you there?
This is Melissa.
Hi,
Can you hear me?
Melissa. Yeah, can you hear us?
Hey. Yes, I can.
Welcome to Monkey Radio. First of all, I wanted to explain why Billy and I are on the show. Apparently, Marc and Ben, who you had talked with previously when you were originally interviewed, had some sort of a technological snafu, and as a result, your entire interview was wiped from the face of the earth, and therefore they were suspended by our wholly owned conglomerate, Westchester Pies, who owns both their program and ours in the UK, and therefore they've flown us over to New York City to take over their show. And fortunately for us, we have the pleasure of the fact that you have been so sweet as to come back on the program to redo the interview as a take two. So we'd like to give you a bit of the Mickey and Billy, congratulations. Thanking you for coming back on the show.
Thank you. Thanks so much. That was a very nice speech.
All right, then. Well, it took me approximately 27 minutes to write it, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. So anyway, Melissa Villasenor, welcome back to Monkey Radio. Thank you for coming on the show. How are you today, Melissa? What's going on with you today?
I'm pretty good. I'm a little tired. I just got up here to San Francisco. My parents and my brother and I, we drove up here because my older brother lives up here with his wife, so they're having Thanksgiving. So I'm just here at the hotel lobby now.
I don't understand that at all. I don't know what that means.
Okay, I'm sorry. Billy doesn't understand what you're talking about, but I'll explain it to him later. It's very nice. You're from San Francisco. You know, our producer, Els...
Okay, you heard it. Okay.
Yeah, no, he heard it. He just doesn't understand it because he's Billy. Sorry about that.
I don't do that at all.
All right then, Billy. We only have so much time with this nice lady. So this is Mickey now. Now, Melissa, we understand you're a bit of an American mimic here. You're a stand-up comedian, is that right?
Yes.
And you're an impressionist of sorts, yes?
Yes, I am.
Now we understand you became most known through your appearance on a little show in America called America's Got Talent, which was originated in the UK, by the way, as Britain's Got Talent. But, of course, the Americans copied it. But fortunately, you did pretty well, as we understand it. So what have you been up to lately? You've been touring the country and so forth?
Yeah, pretty much. I was in Alaska. I did a show there. And then, let's see. This past weekend, I was in Florida.
I like dolphins. Did you find dolphins in Florida?
I'm sorry, what? Find what in Florida?
Dolphins. That's my favorite mammal. It's my favorite mammal.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't. All I saw were steak and shake.
Oh, that's very disappointing, but that's all right. I'll move on from it.
All right, Billy. Billy, let her speak, please. We've got to... So, I'm sorry, you were in Alaska. And then
you were in Alaska?
And then, you were in Alaska performing your stand-up comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And
yes. I saw a white baby mink, which was pretty cool.
Oh, wow. I've never been in Alaska. And you're in Florida now. No, you're in San Francisco now, but you went to Florida after that.
No, I went to Florida this past weekend. And then after San Francisco, I'm going next Friday, I think, to Chicago for one night for a school show, I guess. And then in December, I have just one gig in North Carolina and spend the rest of the time home doing shows. So, yeah, it's been fun, yeah.
Do you enjoy traveling? I know there was a video of you in an airport that we saw where someone was ninja fighting behind you. That was pretty funny. And you got lucky to be recording that. But how is traveling for you? What is that like for you being on the road and flying from Alaska to Florida to Chicago?
Let's see. It's fun when I bring my best friend with me. My best friend Renee. She's really cool. So it's a lot more fun having someone than traveling alone. I don't really enjoy it when I'm alone. But actually, I do. I do and I don't. But I think I like it. I just don't like the airports. You guys understand? Yes, you travel around you do rock shows and stuff.
Oh yeah, well, we had to come over the pond to do this show, and we didn't like it one little bit. So we appreciate what you're talking about.
Oh, okay, I
see. and so now, are you doing a bit of TV here and there now?
Yes, a cartoon called Adventure Time on Cartoon Network. I do some voices for them.
Wow,
I was in there just last week. I had to do a cashier little character that told too much information, which was pretty fun. That's why I love going in there. That's my favorite.
What's that like? What's that like doing a voiceover cartoon sort of thing? Tell us about the experience of that.
Oh, the voiceover stuff?
Yeah, what's that like to do?
It's fun it's fun and it's easy because you can really just be silly in there, and there's Yeah, because I like it because I could imagine a little bit when I see the drawing of my character on the slides on the TV, I could really get a feel of how she would speak. But for that character, they liked my voice for it, so I just used my voice, which was nice. But yeah, that's what's fun. And especially Adventure Time, the people that work for that show are very wacky. And they think of some hilarious, weird things. So that's why I love it so much.
How much of a creative contribution do you get to have? And, being a funny girl and all that, do they give you a chance to put your 2 cents in?
Oh,
or
yeah,
2 pence,
definitely.
I should say. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there's I'm sorry, what?
No, go on.
Oh, no, yeah, they're cool if I come up with something or they might use it. I mean, there was one episode, I played this Abraham Lincoln statue, and I sang, and I did some weird singing thing, and they liked it. So, yeah, it's fun. It's really fun, that show. My first character I did on that show, it was just the ham sandwich that got brought back to life. And all I said was, yeah! And they're like, good job! I was like, all right.
Actually, that sounds a bit like your Owen Wilson impression to me over the phone.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it might be a little bit Owen. I think so.
Now, which of your impressions do you most enjoy doing, and which do you not? If I remember, you do some examples of Owen Wilson, that American Hollywood star, and you do Ellen DeGeneres, and you do Judy Garland, and you do a bunch of people, Wanda Sykes, and so forth. Is Owen Wilson the only man you do, and which are your favorites and your least favorites to do?
Well, Owen Wilson is the only impression I actually enjoy sharing, and there's also I also do a singing Michael Jackson impression. Actually, I enjoy that one too. I guess I enjoy doing male impressions. And my Justin Bieber singing impression. But yeah, Owen Wilson's always my favorite, I guess. And people can tell at shows I give it the most attention and most love when I'm performing that voice.
I don't believe I've heard anything about your Justin Bieber singing impression. What is that about?
Yeah, I just talk about how I used to have a crush on him in the past, and how I heard it in the song "Baby" in the car, and yeah, I don't know if I want to do it here in the lobby here at the hotel.
No, it's all right. I don't want to treat you like a puppet where we're like, dance for us and do your little impressions. But it must, that's
lobbies, they go, oh man, entertainment right here in the lobby. Nice.
Well, that's a question that actually we get all the time. They're like, they go to Billy and they ask him to say his favorite, his saying that he always says.
Cheese.
He says cheese all the time, and he'll pass people on the street, Melissa, and they'll say cheese, and he says cheese, but they really just want to take a picture. But anyway, what happens is, what's it like for you when people just say, do Owen Wilson or do so-and-so? How do you behave, and how does that make you feel?
You know what? When I do shows and if there's a good fan there that's excited to see me and they're not trying to be rude or anything, I can get from their vibe. Okay, they're here because they really want to hear those voices. So I always share them, always. But yeah, no, I always share them for people that are excited to see it. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Now, since you say that you don't enjoy doing too many of your impressions anymore, is that because you're tired of them, or is it just that you're tired? You'd like to be known for more than just that?
It's both, actually, both. Just what you said. I'm tired of them, and I think I'm funnier without them. That's the honest truth, and I don't want that to be the only thing I people want me to be doing or sharing. So I guess I've been breaking away from it this year, which I know is a risk, and a lot of people are thinking, oh man, that's silly, but I know I just trust my instinct on it, and I know that I gotta challenge myself. I can't always just keep everything easy and the same.
It's like trusting a quiet sunset. It's just hopes and wishes.
All right, Billy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's hopes and wishes. It's always a good thing. Now, you've got a cat.
Oh, yes, I do.
Your cat's name is what?
Exciting.
Ella. My cat's name is Ella. Named after Ella Fitzgerald. And she's the cutest.
And do you take your cat with you when you're on the road?
No, I wish I did. It's just, cats are, I don't know. You have to bring the litter and everything. I don't know. I want to. Maybe it's on a short trip. You know, I could maybe take Ella. That'd be fun.
You could bring Ella to New York. There's plenty of litter here everywhere, we've noticed.
That was a play on words, everybody.
So,
what part of New York are you guys in?
We're in the armpit part of New York, apparently, up in Washington Heights, where
city part.
The Monkey Radio Studios. Yeah,
that's cool, guys.
It's not where you want to go, actually.
Oh, okay.
And in fact, the studio, Melissa, smells a little bit like sewage and stale bacon.
Oh no, you guys.
Hey, you know, Melissa, you know what else smells like sewage and raw bacon?
As a what?
Do you know what else smells like sewage and raw bacon?
Oh, what else? Is that your cologne?
No, it's not my cologne. But do you like jokes? Do you like jokes?
Oh no! Don't fall in for it, Melissa.
I know you like to tell jokes. I've got a joke for you, Melissa.
Okay, thanks.
All right, here's the joke. All right, what smells like raw bacon and mold?
What smells like raw bacon and mold? What?
That would be Mickey's dead mom rotting in the ground there, right?
I have no idea what you just said, Billy.
She's
but
been dead for like 20 years.
All right. Oh, he says
what was the answer again?
My dead mother. I'm
She's
sorry,
so
Melissa.
dead.
He's so out of control ever since we didn't get the fruit basket.
Who's dead?
Apparently, my mother.
And so is this joke.
Oh no!
So, no, I don't know.
No, it's hilarious. She's been dead for so long.
Right,
the ground's getting tired of it. So, can we return this back to the world?
Billy, we'll interview you later. We've got this Melissa on the phone, and we've only got her for about another 5 or 10 minutes. So let's move on.
I'm going to do, right?
All right, then. So, Billy, really, you've got to get control of yourself.
I'm under control.
All right. Sorry, Melissa. Okay, so Melissa, we want to learn about Melissa Billy.
Right.
All right, thank you. Sorry, Melissa. All right, now, Melissa, another question. Now, you mentioned that you're trying to ease yourself out of your mimicry, out of your impressions, and focus mostly on, I'm guessing, voice work and possibly doing more of the telly and doing, obviously, your stand-up comedy, but just with jokes and not with impressions. Is that correct?
Yeah, but I mean, I always do voices, but they just made the original voices, not, impressed celebrity stuff. That's what I mean.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you still want to be known for your... Do you have any... I'm not asking you to do it now, because I know you're in the lobby of a hotel, but do you have any new voices you've been kind of testing out, and where do they originate from? What's the story of them, how they come to be?
Through experiences, I think. I have a bit about when I worked at Forever 21, and I hated it there, but Japanese girls always made my day because they were always so excited, and they were like a little cartoon when they would run the skirt. Oh, how cute it is! Oh, they're so cute! And then I have a little song that I wrote, and they sing it. It's very wacky. But I guess they're experiences, and then the voices just tend to weave in by just by nature, I guess. So it's fun that way. Because I think it's fun to put myself in it. In real stories, I just like the real stuff now, I guess, because I could feel something.
That was something we wanted to ask you about, actually. Billy was tooling through the internet and looking up you because he knew we were going to be interviewing you, and he noticed that you would put a lot of videos on the internet, a lot of videos showing everything from walking around the mall to playing songs to showing off your flat. So why do you show so much of yourself publicly like that? And also with the music, you're quite talented on the music. Are you going to pursue a musical career?
Well, I do want to become a recording artist. I want to have a music album out because I do have, I guess maybe 10 songs that I can have a CD for. I want that. I guess it's just a matter of time and finding the right person I can record it with. But
Well, record with me. I'll record with you.
Billy wants you to record with
I'd
him.
love
He's
to do
quite a
that.
talented recording artist.
I think that'd be cool. Thanks. Yeah, then we'll record my song.
Oh,
But,
Paul, I'm going to be part of something.
Huh?
I'm going to be part of something.
Yeah. Good.
So what about being on the telly? Other than doing your voice work, are you trying to pursue doing an American sitcom or something like that?
I have my sketch show that I've been doing monthly live at a theater, and I probably want to. That's the goal, to tape that and have it as my TV pilot, a sketch show, as well as include my songs and my stand-up, just everything I like to share. So that's kind of what I want to do. Yeah.
And what's your sketch show called, and how can people learn more about it?
It's called Melissa, with an exclamation point at the end. It's called Melissa.
Well, you Americans, you should have the inventive approaches to billing your shows.
So it's like
in the
Melissa.
UK, when we had
Exactly.
we had the Mickey.
It's exciting when you say it. Let's
See,
go watch Melissa.
See, I told you I could use punctuations.
Is that what you're supposed to do?
It, you know.
Are you supposed to say it like that? You don't say, let's go to the Melissa show. You say, let's go to the Melissa show.
Yes, exactly. There you go.
That was bolstering.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, in a good way. It was
Well, when Billy and I had our show in the UK, it was, we had our stage show. We didn't call it, we didn't call it Mickey and Billy. We called it Mickey and Billy's live vaudeville, like UK-centered Snakes Are Everywhere show. And it was very descriptive of how the show was, and people knew what they were getting into. No, I guess in your show, they know that because it's called Melissa, and there you are, and your name is Melissa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what's next for you, Melissa? What's the next thing that you're going to be working on?
Well, no projects coming up, but just my projects that I'm creating myself. So that, my sketch show live, and my book, and then stand-up, and my music. Pretty much everything I like to do.
Can we do a lot?
I like it. Go ahead, what?
No, please continue.
Oh, no, I forgot what I was going to say now.
Thanks a lot, Ben. Look what you did. You got her off the road.
I'll have that effect on women. It's just part
of
I'm just saying, it's what I do. And I have to say it's smooth like that. But I was going to ask you, I'm like, can I make the music and the television with you at the same time? I like that. That make me very happy.
Wait. Work on music?
I want to work on a song with you, and then I'm going to be on the show with you, and then that way you could be like, look at this guy right here. He's doing this and he's doing that, right?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Billy, I don't think that Melissa's interview was the proper place to try and further your career beyond our show. So I'd appreciate if you would just shut up.
That's what you're trying to do.
Absolutely.
Sorry about that, Melissa. That's really not
right?
fair. She's come back on the show, and you're using it to further your career.
BBC my ass.
Melissa, let's leave you with two things, if we may, and let you be on your way, because you've been so sweet with your time. And first thing would be calling us from the hotel of a lobby. I assume you're traveling, so let's just ask you two things. I'm going to ask you three things, actually. Three things. First is there anything specifically that you'd like to plug? Is there any specific information you'd like to plug? Your website or anything like that?
Well, you can follow me on Twitter. Melissa VPs is my name. PEES. And then
like a vice president? Are you a vice president? Is that what that means?
Well, I pee in my pants every day. I have a bladder problem.
Oh my god, I do that all the time, right? How do you stop it?
Well, I mean, sometimes sometimes I can't control it, and then I have to go home and change.
That's the worst. And sometimes I got to wear the diapers, but they don't work, and I got to go home. What's happening to your trousers?
All right, Billy. All right.
Yeah,
all right.
no.
And wearing overalls all day.
Yeah.
Well, how else can they get hold of you, Melissa?
The what?
How else can they get hold of you? You've got your Twitter, and what else?
What else to add? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you got something else to add?
Well,
You don't want people to get hold of you?
no, I'm just trying to think. There's nothing really on the top of my head. I mean, they could just follow my shows where I'm performing, MelissaVillasenor.com, or my YouTube videos at MelissaV87, and my Facebook. You can look me up there and stuff. And just see all the upcoming things I'm working on, I guess. And my Tumblr. I write as if it's a journal, so I just write whatever's on my mind in the Tumblr.
Hope you wear knee
That's pretty
pads.
much it.
Well, good. All right, then.
Thanks.
And so one of the things I know that Monkey Radio does is they do games, which we did earlier, and we'd like to know if we could put you on the spot. We played a game called Audible, which is where you tell a story, and then someone else throws an audible in, and you have to change the way you're telling the story. We could do one quick round with you if you'd be up for it. We'd love to do it with you. Okay, we'll do it real quick, and we'll try to make sure that you can understand us.
I'm terrible at this game.
Or I know Billy is not very good at it, but here's how it works. So you'll be telling the story, and then we'll throw an audible in and make you change the story with our suggestion. Is that all right?
What do I throw, though? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. So what will happen is you're telling a story. You make up a story. It can be about anything. It could be about Ella. It could be about your travel, anything. And then what Billy and I will do is we will throw in an audible. We'll throw in a suggestion, which changes your story, and you have to go with it. Would you be willing to play that with us?
Yeah,
all right.
That sounds fun.
Here we go.
Cool.
All right, so you start the story, and then we'll throw in, what we'll do is we'll yell audible, which will get your attention, and then you can listen to what our suggestion is, and then you go with it until you're done with the story. And tell us you're done with the story. All right, go on anytime you're ready.
Okay.
This is Melissa's story for the game Audible.
Today, I woke up at 7 a.m., and I got ready. I cleaned my cat's litter, and I packed up all my stuff for the trip because my parents were on their way to pick me up.
Audible. And then Owen Wilson was at the front door.
And then Owen Wilson was at the front door, and I didn't know what to say at first. They said, "Don't say anything. You don't have to worry about anything. You're amazing. You're so cool." And I said, "Wow, Owen, happy Thanksgiving." Like,
Audible, and then he got in his motorcycle carriage, and we drove away.
And we lived happily ever after in a castle.
All right, that was good. I like how you ended with the castle. It's amazing how often we play this and it ends up in a castle. I don't know what it is about the game, but for some reason, it always ends up in a castle.
Every time.
We haven't been able to figure it out, Melissa, and it's kind of scientifically interesting that it happened with you too. So anyway, all right. Well, thanks first of all. I think that deserves a round of applause. Thank you for doing that. That was fun. I enjoyed.
You guys.
And,
you guys are very goofy. I like goofy people.
Well, we like you too, Melissa.
Thank
You're
you.
one of the few things in the States that we've enjoyed. So anyway, I'd just like to say thank to Melissa Villasenor for coming on this God Offer program. That's a bit of Owen Wilson now, thank you. Bye-bye, Melissa. Thank you for coming on Monkey Radio.
Very nice.
That's right. All right, well, anyway, that was Melissa Villasenor.
Very nice.
A real nice American. One of the few we've met, apparently. So, all right, you know what time it is now?
Yeah, what time is it?
It's time for end-of-show food.
Oh, bloody hell.
So let's call, what's her name again? Elsie into the studio.
if you want to call it that, and we'll have a bit of the end of show food, which I understand is what they do on this show. They've got a bit of bite at the end of the show. So here we go.
End of show food.
Yes, what do you want?
All right, see, Billy and I know that it's time for end of show food.
Oh, yes, that's my favorite. End of show food.
So, what you got for us? We're supposed to eat something now?
Yes,
How does this work?
We're all gonna have some end of show food and take a taste and then comment on it. It's my favorite because you get to eat.
All right. I don't mind eating, especially since all I got on that fruit basket was a fruit roll-up.
I like that, though. It was good. It brought a lot of life to the party. I don't know. I thought it did.
What party is it?
I was.
You and I, Blake.
Don't call me your dead mother's favourite friend. His name. Your mother's so dead. I mean, she's like beyond dead. Really.
Really, Billy, you got to stop with that.
I didn't
All
mean
right,
to.
but end of show food. Here we go.
All right, so we're gonna have some mussels from Spain here. So I'm gonna open these up here.
Oh, mussels from Spain, eh?
Yeah.
How do you know they're from Spain?
Because it says so. I read the box.
It's in a box.
Yeah. It says it's in Spanish. Mejillones. See, I know Spanish.
I don't know what that means.
All right, it's just opening a tin here. It's got it's quite a waft that's coming from that tin.
It's dropping them on the floor there.
It's slippery on the floor now.
Drop my toothpick. It's quite a waft.
Oh my goodness gracious!
I smell that from down the street.
I think I've lost the smell in my nose now.
Your
All right.
smeller is broken.
It's broken.
All right, here we go.
So what we got here? We got a tin filled with a bunch of mussels that are like clams.
Am I?
And they're in a kind of a gelatinous sort of
It's
oily.
not gelatinous.
It's sort of an oily.
It's oil and vegetable.
Oil and vegetable.
Oh goodness
And
gracious!
it's in a tin. And Elsie just took one out and put it in her mouth. She's so brave.
She's got guts.
They're really good.
Oh, they're good? Oh, I'll try one. And I figure either we're going to enjoy ourselves or Elsie and I is going to have a bit of sickness the next day.
Oh goodness! Be careful.
What do you think?
Well, they're interesting, they sure are. Put one in my mouth. Not fishy. But that's a mussel. Very tender.
Want any more?
Well, no, I'm good, thanks.
All right.
Looks like reindeer hooves.
So, they look like what?
Reindeer hooves.
They look like reindeer hooves.
Right.
How many times have you seen a reindeer's hoof?
I've seen them twice, and
When?
I'm pretty sure I got it right.
When did you say a reindeer's hoof?
I don't. I'm just saying. I saw it twice.
You say it twice?
I went
You-
into
You
Forest
don't
one
want
day
to
and I saw
reveal.
some.
Really? You went to a reindeer's stall?
I did. I did.
I'm very curious about this story.
I just went into the forest. I said, "Mr. Reindeer, can I look at you? Can I look at your hoof there?" He's like, "All right, mate. Take a look at my hoof." And he pointed out to me. I said, "Oh my goodness, look at little muscles there." He's like, "Don't know what he's saying." And I walked away right then.
Well, I have no idea what you just said, but it sounded very interesting.
Probably a dream on it. You know.
Well, that was what we call the end of show food. Very interesting. What do you think there, Billy?
I don't know. I don't really like America. I mean, I really don't. I think we should go back home.
Which is interesting because those was from Spain.
Right. What?
They were not from America. They were from Spain.
Oh.
So, really what we're saying is you don't like Spain.
Oh, I haven't liked Spain for years. For years.
Well, that just about clinched it then, didn't it?
I'd say so.
All right. Well, we don't like America, don't like Spain, apparently.
I just like no, you're right.
All right. Well, I will say it was a pleasure speaking with Melissa Villasenor. Thank you so much for being on the show. We had a good time here, even though it smells.
It does.
And we weren't fond of all of the food we had here.
Right.
It's too bad Marjorie didn't set us up like we out.
Not surprising though, right?
Well, anyway, we're going to be back on the plane to cross the pond, back to Kensington, to our studio soon enough. So do tune in to the Mickey and Billy show.
Indeed.
And who knows? Maybe we'll see you again.
Maybe.
I don't know. But until then, this is Mickey.
This is Billy. Quack.
And I don't know why I quacked.
Why not do the quack?
Why not?
I
There's
don't
always
know.
a good time for a quack. You might as well do it then. Thanks, everybody, for bearing with us as we jump on board with this train crash of a show called Monkey Radio. Until next time, see you later, be safe, and enjoy New York, because I know we didn't.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Cheerio. So long.
I'll be the same.
Chums. I don't know. How do you sign off for this thing? What button? Elsie, what button are you supposed to push?
Push the one that says off.
Oh, here's one. It says,
We don't need no stinking badges. It's Monkey Radio. Copyright 2019. No portion of the content may be reproduced or published without the strict written permission of the producers. Connect with our show at Mouth Media Network or at our website, funnypeopletalking.com. I'm your announcer, Peter Coleman. Thanks for listening.
This is Mouth Media Network. Amplify and connect.